All right, everyone, welcome to the final thoughts on the layout. So we just got done practicing Aftermath and the Tampa Bay Jits. So that was a good practice, and yeah, so let's just jump right into this layout. Okay, so I will say I played more the center than anything this weekend, but I did play a little bit of the Dorito side. I did play a little bit of Snake, but there is some stuff that I can still show you there. So I apologize to my Snake players. I didn't get a whole lot of spins over there, but I'm more of a center player and Dorito player for the Kings. So what I'll do is actually I'll start over on the Snake side. So a really good shot is coming across. You can see the Aztec over there is coming across and shooting at that Aztec, coming into this can. Now you need to be quick. If you don't get those first couple balls there, you're not gonna hit the guy. You're gonna be behind him. So he can still shoot over and actually shoot into this gap here. So you wanna be mindful of that whenever it is that you are diving over into the Snake. So this guy does have a good shot. Get up on the bunker here. Does have a good shot helping to stop a little bit of the Dorito side. So this bunker can do a decent job of that. And if they haven't gone wide into the Snake, you can at least shoot this way and deny that player from being able to go out. If they do happen to make it out, then at least you know. It's not necessarily a bad thing if they make it out there. It's just that you need to know that they did. So something that I think Aftermath was doing this to us a couple times was coming around here, running and gunning, and then going straight up into the Snake, or at least into these two cakes here. I'm not sure that this is super effective. So you can't really stop anything. If you come to this corner, it's honestly, you better not have a tape, because then at least you can drop paint in onto the home, onto the other can, into the Aztec over there. But you can't really protect your Snake guy from here because, I mean, what are you going to do? You can shoot back at the other corner, but they can't stop the Snake anyway, so it's really not important for them to do that. On the inside, you can stop a little bit of the guy coming up into the center, but this shot is definitely going to be a little bit more difficult. You're going to have that shot right away. Coming up into this little W, like I had said, when you are in here, you got to be careful. So they can lane through here, and also the Aztec can shoot through here, as well as the guy coming up through the center can shoot this gap. So you just want to be mindful of that whenever you're going, or if you're coming around from here or from this other Aztec to dive across, you really want to check off that center. That center is super easy to get up into. So yeah, you want to be mindful of that. Now there is a little bit of a shot here. I had someone try this on me, trying to battle out this way, and I'll talk about it more in the center, but you can do a little bit of damage here. Aftermath was trying this bounce off this pin. It really wasn't effective. There was one that gave me a little bit of a bounce, but it wasn't anything that was too, it really wasn't bad. It was kind of light into my mask, and it bounced off the mask. So yeah, so that bounce off that pin into there, I don't think is going to be super effective. You're probably just going to have to get low, get dominance on that guy, and then dive straight in. Now there is a run though. If you come around and you keep going, overslide this. I did it in the video for the self-playing critique and everything. So overslide this and come up into these two cakes here. So at least there is that. There is that possibility of coming up, and now you have positioning here into these two cakes. Now you do want to be mindful if there are any cracks like this, because ultimately, if this is how it is at the event, and you get shot through here, that's still a kill. You're still dead. So be mindful of this. Kind of play it. It's probably going to be better to play more the outside, or if you're going to come into the inside here. The only downside with the inside is that center. So that guy's going to be able to catch you if you try to come out and engage with him. They're probably going to be set up already. So this is something coming around at least to here. You might be able to scare them at least a little bit, bouncing it off the tower, but I can't remember there being any bounces this whole weekend and last weekend that were effective. Going into the center, that is. So maybe it's something that might freak him out, or maybe even shooting the pin, but it's pretty close. So I don't know. It's just going to have to be put that guy in and kind of commit and then dive across. Now, once you're actually in the Snake, you can do some damage here. So this is one of those fields that really everything, it's all just being sneaky. So from here, you can tuck in a little bit and shoot into the center. So you want to be mindful of that. You don't want to sit back too far off this, or else you're going to get shot in the pack. But at least if you can kind of push into it or come over to here, you see how I'm kind of blocked out. I can come out, snap that guy, and come back in. Of course, always be mindful of your tape. Now, the good thing is that the snake corner is inset, so you don't have to worry about the guy being able to rain paint this way. But if someone gets up into your mirror and shoots and your head is hanging out, you can see that the slant is this way, so more is going to be showing on the tape. So you just want to be mindful of that. And like I said, I didn't play the snake at all this weekend, actually, but last weekend I only jumped in a little bit. So there might be some other little things, so I apologize again to my snake players. I'll have more information for the center and all that. But the cool thing is you can actually use this beam. I know Jacob was doing that. And you can come up into here, and it's just another option. I mean, you can catch that Dorito off guard, that Dorito off guard, the Dorito corner off guard, maybe even come in to shoot the inside, and then being able to come to this way, and you might be able to wait for this guy to try to come around, bait him to think that that person's safe to go into these cakes and be able to shoot them. But the cool thing is you can just back up, crawl back. I mean, of course, be mindful of the center, always. But, being able to use this beam to your advantage and coming back around over here and then being able to start engaging with these other players. Now, you do want to be careful if you round this because you're not really protected in here. If you're laying down, I'm pretty sure that Aztec can shoot into you. Like, no one tried to wrap around and go this way and go like that. I think most of them were coming around here shooting and then kind of going like that, aiming into the inside of the field and then getting up into this wing. But these guys are going to be able to drop paint in, so if you try to round this corner here and come around and go up, they're going to be able to catch you, so you just want to be mindful of that. But the advantage, though, of getting to here, if you can, is being able to get up, and now you can start shooting people in the back. Maybe if the center doesn't know that you're here, pop up, shoot him, shoot the other guy in the other wing on the Dorito side. So this bunker, like I had said in the breakdown that I had done, it's a good prop. I mean, it's something that you'll be able to use, and you, of course, just got to be careful. You want to have someone in the center or somewhere else that can shoot this gap here to protect you, because someone can come around and bunker you pretty easily here because you don't really have a tape that you can sit and protect that guy from, unless maybe you had someone else in this cake shooting the tape, and then that way they can shoot over here while you're looking this way, just kind of tucked down. And of course, once you eliminate these guys, then it's pretty easy to come over and start wrapping and going down. I saw Jacob do that, and he's a good player, so he's definitely one to want to watch. He's a really good just snake player and just paintball player in general. So let's go over to the center. So I'll talk a little bit here about from this center here. So you do have a shot on this little W and also into the back left. You can see that there. Pulling up and trying to shoot this can is going to be difficult because you have to pull up, and if those first balls aren't there, you're not going to be able to get them, and you have to pull up super quick. But being able to drop it over the top, that's something that's possible. And even if they try to do that rounding around, you shoot in front and then off to the side, and you'll be able to catch that person. Now, something that I was doing that was working pretty well was pulling up and shooting this Aztec. There was a couple times that we were able to kill him, and also you shoot up over the top of this pin and it drops right into that back right. So that's something that is pretty beneficial. Now, something you want to do if you are going up the center is a couple bunkers you need to check off. So the Aztec can wrap, so you just want to keep an eye on that. But the ones you really want to worry about are these two cans. This guy can shoot up over the top. This guy can see you coming in. He caught me yesterday, actually. I'm filming this on Sunday, so on Saturday they had caught me. But something I learned today, actually, was I was probably about here. So what is that? 4 feet from the bunker, and the back center started shooting at me, and I just dropped low and crawled up, and I was fine. So as long as you're staying low, you should be good. So this center, what I really like about it is that you can get up here and get super sneaky. I was actually wrong about the bunkering stuff, so I'll talk about that in a little bit. But the good thing is you can come here, and from here you can still talk. This is a place that I would say it's good to talk from. It's far enough away that someone isn't going to be able to come through and bunker you if you talk. But you can come low here and shoot right in front of that Dorito and shoot the guy trying to go from the Aztec to that Dorito And the only one that's a little bit tough is if you see them start to go and you already have paint there, you can shoot from that Dorito into the other one. Or tuck in and you can shoot this gap right here and just wait for someone. So that's a possibility. And also the snake side, if they do get into the snake, at least you can kind of look this way, or you're just gonna have to really push in. But you can shoot the gap here. So if they're trying to go from the either the Aztec or the can into that little W, you'd be able to shoot that. So the really effective way of playing the center, get on your gut and crawl straight up. As long as you're low, I never got shot. There was one time I got shot going up, and that's because my leg showed a little bit. Every other time, as long as you stay low, play this like a snake, and you crawl straight up. Now the trick that you want to do is you don't want to come up on the corner here. You want to try to come up into the center a little bit, and then you can post whatever way you want. So this Dorito way is good. It's not going to be as effective as the snake side. It's still a good bunker, but there are some other bunkers that you can, like I talked about on the snake side, that can shoot this. But if your team wants you to switch, you do have these gaps. I shot someone last week doing that. So you can shoot them there, and don't bump the bunker. That's a way that I bunkered someone this weekend on Aftermath, was he bumped it, and then he bumped it again. I knew that there was someone there, so I just ran through and bunkered him. And so when you slide up, kind of like what I had talked about in my other video, you want to get super close, but not actually push the bunker, because you want it to be that they don't know that you're here, so you can take advantage of that little sneakiness. If you're tall enough, you could actually shoot up over the top, but then they're definitely going to know that you're there. But this is the one that we were seeing is really effective. So being able to sit here, sit back a little bit, and then you can kind of wait. You don't want it to be that they can wrap over and see you. I mean, I still shot someone trying to wrap that, but if you sit here, you can shoot this gap. And let's say that they did make it into those two cakes, back up a little bit, and now you can wait right here, and you're still protected. They were trying to bounce off this pin. It really wasn't doing a whole lot. Also, these...
Make sure to like and subscribe from Greg from How to Play Paintball, baby.
Here we go. There's another subscriber. Yeah, so then this way, if you are trying to play back and forth, you can kind of just pick what side you want to lock down, and that's going to help you out. Now, you can go over onto the other side of the field if you stay kind of low. I had done it a couple times where I stepped over, but yeah, if you go to bunker this guy, you just got to commit. Hop over the beam and just go bunker him, and then if you can get over here, great. If not, then so be it. That's going to happen. So let's go over to the Dorito side. So when you come over here, like we had said before, be careful of that. That can shoot this gap, and the back center can shoot here. When you're coming out to this Aztec, you can shoot at the corner. I don't know if this is going to be super effective. I mean, there is that gap there, but you're trying to run and gun as fast as you can because that can is able to shoot back at you. But if you can come over to the tape, you can kind of protect your Dorito player from getting bunkered or anything like that. So let's come out to this corner. I didn't play this corner a whole lot. I didn't think it was super effective. So yes, you can shoot the gap, but you can't really do a whole lot. I mean, maybe stop some people going across, but so be it. Coming up into here, though, you can really lock down the snake side of the field. So coming up, if you look over, you can see that you have this gap here, and they aren't going to be able, they have to commit to go into there, so it's not like they can sneak in some shots. If they do happen to get into there, like let's say you're shooting, and you let go just for a little bit, and that's when they dive through, you still can shoot this gap, but just remember that they have a little bit more that they can do, so you don't want to get caught from that. But let's go over to this little Dorito. So here's the little Dorito. This is possible to make off the break as well as this bunker. You just got to be quick, and it's something I wouldn't do every single point. And then coming over to this bunker, again, be mindful of that center. With all of these bumps, you want to just check off the center because it's so easy to get up there that that's going to be the guy that's going to do a whole lot of damage. This other Dorito, I didn't play a whole lot. It was more of a closing bunker than anything. But coming up into these wings, this is where you can start doing a lot more. So from this wing, being able to catch that guy going in, shoot the guy in the wing, I'm sorry, the little W, the corner there. And also when you're able to start wrapping here, you're able to start seeing more packs. Travis is doing a good job playing the front here, being able to pick off guys there. And then, of course, once you get to their side of the field, that is where you can start doing a lot more damage. But again, the big thing with this field is check off that center. The center is easy to get up to and is definitely deadly, so you don't want to do anything that is going to jeopardize your movement. Make sure that that guy is dead or not there, and then make your move. So yeah, coming up over here. So now you can start wrapping more, and of course, getting down to their side of the field. But just remember that this is a huge bunker as well. So if someone was, in here, they could run through the center and you wouldn't see them, be able to bunker you and then dive in. So just make sure that you have someone that is protecting you there. All right, guys, so that's the video. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you to that subscriber for saying hello. I apologize for not getting your name, and I know you play for the Bone Crushers, and I apologize if I'd forgotten your name. Please forgive me for that. But yeah, so hopefully this is a video that helps you all out. Thank you so much for the support. It's been incredible to see, we're over 10,500 subscribers now, and it's just continuing to grow. So it's cool to see that, and that's all because of you guys. So thank you so much. Also, if you're going to be at World Cup, I'm going to have stickers and like little buttons and stuff. So be sure to stop me, and hopefully I'll have some with me, and I'm more than happy to share those. The only time that I might seem kind of like a jerk, and I apologize in advance for it, is that if I'm going to get ready for a match, I'm just focused on that. So I never mean to be a jerk. That was one thing that when I was dreaming of going pro, I never wanted to be that pro player that wouldn't take the time to talk to someone, because there's no reason for that. So so thank you again, guys, so much for the support. I look forward to seeing you all at World Cup. Good luck to those that are playing. If you're watching, please cheer on the Kings, and I guess I'll see you in a couple days. But as always, remember, watch, learn, win. Thanks.